Uh, keep that ghost red, Zaldor.
Oh, I will. Trust me. I'm about to get 46.
Yeah, and I'm about to get interrupted again. During question number 3, AxeMan's, you've been looking forward to this question. Now, what I wanted to ask you is I've heard some rumors about you, and I want you to confirm or deny them, get some fact or fiction in here, and I want to hear what you have to say. So, basically, here's what I heard. I heard that number 1, you ride the 252 stroke instead of the 454 strokes, all right? And number 2, I heard that you don't make use of the wheelie glitch, and yet somehow you still manage to remain competitive. Is that a fact? And if it is, how have you managed to do so for so long?
I mean, I would if you define like second ahead of Zalador actually right now because the mulligan isn't in place. Just thought I'm 2 points ahead of Zalador in the tournament right now because this man decided to skip Oakland. This shows how dedicated he is to the craft. But if you call that competitive, then yeah, both of those rumors per se are true. I personally love the 252 stroke because of its ability to get traction on the ground. I've tried the 450 and just I don't know. I feel like with the 450 you have to take a lot of these outsides. When you go inside, you kind of get punished for it unless you have a rut build up, which in a lot of the times in like the race situation, the rut's not ideal, right? So I find that the grip you feel at two-stroke plus the torquiness of it, which is kind of ironic because the four-stroke is supposed to be more torquey, but I don't know. I find you can just clutch boost it right. You can really hit these insides fast. And as on your question about the wheelie glitching, I've come across some people in my travels with this game who they don't like the wheelie glitch per se. They say make the excuse that oh yeah, every time I go into an online lobby I get beat because people are using the wheelie glitch, or like they just kind of get discouraged and leave the game because of it. And I don't really want to promote that kind of platform, so I want to show people that you don't need a wheelie glitch to be competitive and against the best riders in the world in this game currently. And I think we're doing an all right job of that.
Yeah, for sure. I was very shocked to hear the news, especially because you are, I would definitely say, a high performer. I see your name up on the top of a lot of leaderboards, and you're definitely doing well in the standings right now for this Supercross season. So it's very cool that you're out here showing people who, because I've ran into plenty of people like that before as well. I was one of those people, as a matter of fact, until I learned how to do it. I didn't like wheelie glitches. So seeing somebody like you that manages to stay competitive without use of wheelie glitch is very shocking, and it just goes to show that you've definitely you must have a lot of time in this game. You must really know the nooks and crannies of getting around these corners and making a 250 work. You almost make me want to try 250. Honestly, it's very impressive. Very impressive.
It's
Very unique
actually kind
stuff.
of weird because, like, honestly, when I started to get like onto the leaderboards, I didn't have that much time in this game. But I used to play a lot of MXRV TV live, and I played a lot of Untamed and a lot of those other games on PS3. Honestly, like I've got a decent amount of time in motocross games, so I've just been comfortable on the bike ever since I got into All Out, and just making it work pretty much. Say out of a lot of the riders in the tournament, I've probably got one of the lower amount of hours. I mean, I've got less than half the hours of Zalador here, so it just goes to show. But yeah, just want to promote that platform that you don't need the wheelie glitch to go fast. And there's obviously I'm not really against the wheelie glitch because anyone can do it. There's plenty of tutorials out there on how to do it, and but I just want to promote that kind of platform because I see too many people. Because zero should be the amount of people who are using that as an excuse to, accept defeat or just leave the game in general. But definitely a lot of um, optimization you can do without the wheelie glitch, and ultimately, I think it makes you a more skilled rider. Because once you do start wheelie glitching, then you'll be able to still have that base skill set of going around the track fast. Because there's a lot of different things you have to do to your technique because the wheelie glitch takes a certain setup to do, and then all those lines are pretty generic, I would say, for the most part, especially in a race situation. But without the wheelie glitch, and especially with the use of the 250, it allows me to take a lot of these insides and get pretty crafty with my laps.
Yeah, very cool. I definitely have respect for that. I mean, that's something that me and Zaldor, he can confirm that when he was bringing me up, when he was, he's still my mentor. He's still bringing me up to this day. But in the earlier stages of the mentorship, he told me to get good at just railing. Get good at just riding the tracks first. Get pretty fast, and then add the wheel glitch on top of that. Because if you don't have a solid foundation, you put the wheel glitch on top, I mean, you can compete with people, but you're just not going to really see the same times and the same consistency that you would have otherwise if you get good at the base game first and then you add the wheel glitch on top of that foundation. So definitely, it's interesting to hear that sentiment repeated.
Well, absolutely, right? Like the best people in the game don't just glitch their wheel into the ground and ride it to the end of the track, right? Wheelie glitch is used as it's a help. Like it's a tool in the toolbox, but you can't just do everything with one tool, right? It takes a whole set.
Yeah, when all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail for sure.
Absolutely. Great way to put it.